On Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk, realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Anthony Joshua doesn't mince words when talking about Daniel Dubois' upcoming challenge against Usyk. While he acknowledges the potential for an upset in boxing, Joshua is quick to point out that Usyk is no ordinary fighter. He's a master technician relying on skill and ring IQ, not raw power. Joshua warns that if Dubois lets Usyk dictate the fight, his technical superiority will take over and Dubois will be outclassed. While Joshua recognizes Don Charles' presence in the camp, he cautions that this level of boxing might be more than Dubois is ready for. The risk is monumental, and Dubois needs to fully understand what's at stake if he's to stand a chance.
Give Dubois a shot in that fight. It's a good time. I mean, a little bit of inactivity because of the fight falling through against Joseph Parker, but you know, it's exciting, and I think definitely a fight he could win.
Eddie Hearn tries to stay optimistic about Daniel Dubois, but even he can't hide his doubts. While he offers a sliver of hope, it feels like nothing more than damage control. The harsh truth? Dubois is walking straight into a nightmare. The long layoff after his collapse against Parker has left him vulnerable and stagnant, while Usyk is a machine, sharp, focused, and ready to dominate. No distractions, no excuses. The timing couldn't be worse for Dubois. He's up against a fighter who seems untouchable, and the odds are stacked against him. As Chris Eubank Jr. warns, Dubois is facing an uphill battle with virtually no room for error.
I think Daniel Dubois, he's on a roll. He's coming off of a massive win against AJ. Usyk's also on a massive roll, so I think that fight's going to come down to mindset.
Chris Eubank Jr. throws his weight behind Daniel Dubois, calling the heavyweight unstoppable, especially after his massive win over AJ. But here's the twist: Usyk is on a roll too. This fight isn't just about raw power, it's about momentum, and both fighters are bringing their A game. Eubank Jr. emphasizes that the key to victory will be mindset. The burning question is, can Dubois' raw intensity match Usyk's methodical precision? The stakes couldn't be higher, and everything will come down to who can mentally outlast the other. One thing is certain, this fight will be nothing short of explosive.
Is a chance for Daniel Dubois to go down in British sporting folklore and to go and do the business, reverse that result.
Frank Warren sees a massive opportunity for Daniel Dubois on the 19th, an opportunity to carve his name into British sporting history. He passionately believes this is Dubois' moment to rewrite the script, flipping the narrative from his previous loss to Oleksandr Usyk. Warren emphasizes that this fight isn't just another title defense, it's Dubois' chance to achieve greatness and cement his legacy as a legend in British sport. The stakes are astronomical. It's not just about a title, it's about redemption. Can Dubois overcome the devastating defeat and rise to face Usyk once again? Warren believes that with the right mindset, this could be Dubois' defining moment if he steps up and seizes the opportunity to make history.
Problem. Oleksandr Usyk is the best fighter in boxing, period. Of this generation, what he's done at cruiserweight, what he's done at heavyweight, what he's done to all the other British fighters, to do the double over AJ, the double over...
Adam Smith offers a sharp and decisive analysis, declaring Oleksandr Usyk as the pinnacle of boxing in this era. He underscores Usyk's extraordinary journey from his dominance at cruiserweight to his seamless transition to heavyweight. Smith highlights Usyk's back-to-back victories over elite British fighters like Anthony Joshua, cementing his position at the top of the division. But the stakes are now even higher. Smith points out that a win over Tyson Fury would not just add to Usyk's legacy, it would solidify his claim as the greatest of this generation. Usyk's ability to control the ring, outsmart opponents, and outlast them shows that he operates on an entirely different level. No one in the division has accomplished what Usyk has, and Smith makes it clear Usyk stands unrivaled as the best.
This guy is a beast. He's a good fighter. He's a hard fighter to beat, and I think he learned from the mistakes he made in the first fight against Usyk and he will give him a hard fight. Look, he has the tools to win that fight.
Amir Khan throws his weight behind Daniel Dubois, calling him a beast with untapped potential. He acknowledges the growth Dubois has shown since his loss to Usyk, believing he's now ready to present a legitimate threat. However, Khan is quick to manage expectations, warning that while Dubois' raw power is formidable, it won't be enough to topple Usyk's vast skill and experience. Usyk, a master tactician, will be ready to exploit any weaknesses in Dubois' approach. Despite Dubois' physical attributes, Khan emphasizes that he lacks the ring intelligence needed to defeat someone of Usyk's caliber. Mausatuma concurs, stressing that Dubois is up against a fighter with proven precision, tactics, and execution. To stand a chance, Dubois will need more than just power. He'll need a near-perfect strategy to contend with Usyk's mastery. The challenge ahead is immense.
Usyk is a class act, a mature individual because he's older and wiser, comes from a completely different background. But Daniel Dubois is growing into himself. This will be one hell of a fight. This will be a proper fight, like all of the Usyk fights have been.
Simon Jordan pulls no punches as he builds up the highly anticipated battle between Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk, describing it as a fight for the ages. He acknowledges Usyk's unparalleled skill, experience, and championship pedigree, calling him a true master of the ring. But Jordan's focus shifts to Dubois, who he believes is finally tapping into his full potential, both as a fighter and as an individual. Jordan insists this won't be just another title defense for Usyk. It's destined to be a brutal war, one that could surpass anything Usyk has faced before. As Dubois approaches his peak, Jordan's excitement only grows, hinting that this could be the night that shakes the heavyweight division to its core. With stakes at an all-time high, the anticipation is off the charts. This fight has the power to define the future of heavyweight boxing, making it a must-watch event.
Usyk, in your opinion, can't cope with that?
No one can. No one can. No one can. We'll bring our game. Like I said, Daniel has now spent, by the time this fight comes around, he would have spent 2 years, exactly 2 years with this current team.
8 on the other side, Don Charles stands firm with unshakable confidence, proclaiming that Daniel Dubois is about to unleash a storm that Oleksandr Usyk won't survive. After 2 years of intense training, Charles believes Dubois has transformed into a stronger, smarter, and far more dangerous fighter. But here's the twist. Usyk has already faced and dismantled powerful punchers with unflinching composure. His ability to absorb pressure and stay cool under fire makes him one of the most dangerous and experienced fighters in the division. While Dubois may be brimming with confidence, Usyk's unrivaled skill in exploiting weaknesses gives him a significant edge. The real question is, can Dubois' raw power shatter Usyk's composure? Or will the champion's unmatched experience keep him untouchable in the eye of the storm?
Daniel's a heavy puncher. In both hands carries dynamite, and it's just going to be a case of picking his moments, believing in his work, and there are 3 or 4 fundamental things that he must do, and if he does them, he'll have success.
George Fox doesn't hold back, hyping up Daniel Dubois as a powerhouse with knockout potential capable of changing the course of any fight. His explosive hands are a serious weapon, and if he lands clean, it could be game over for anyone. But here's the kicker against a seasoned warrior like Usyk. Raw power alone won't cut it. Usyk isn't just a fighter, he's a master tactician, a strategist who's seen and conquered everything the sport has to offer. He's built his career on exploiting weaknesses, and he'll find every flaw in Dubois' game. Fox acknowledges Dubois' timing and discipline, but let's face it, Usyk's skill, ring IQ, and vast experience will always trump sheer brute strength. This fight isn't just about power, it's about Usyk's brilliance. His ability to control the ring, outsmart, and outlast his opponents puts him a level above. Dubois will have to dig deeper than ever before if he stands any chance of dethroning the champion.
Some people are talented, some people are dedicated to the sport and not consistent. Or I think the biggest factor is they're not confident in themselves, or they just ain't mentally prepared to be.
Mausatuma doesn't hold back when analyzing the heavyweight division, claiming that both Usyk and Dubois are severely lacking in critical areas. He acknowledges Usyk's technical prowess, but argues that he relies too heavily on tricks, lacking the true heart of a champion. Aituma believes Usyk's skills are overhyped and that when truly tested, he falls short of elite status. On the other hand, he views Dubois' raw power as nothing more than a crutch to cover up his significant flaws. Aituma points out that Dubois' mental preparation and boxing IQ are far from the level needed for the sport's highest echelons, suggesting that his natural talent will crumble under real adversity. In Aituma's eyes, both Usyk and Dubois are out of their depth on the verge of being exposed as pretenders in the heavyweight division.
Especially in Usyk press conference, he's not going to start flipping tables and kicking off and this, that and the other. He's going to play a few little games and mind games and that, but aside from that, pretty chill and relaxed.
Fabio Wardley doesn't hold back in his assessment of Oleksandr Usyk, highlighting the champion's unshakable composure. He points out that Usyk isn't the type to get rattled, never displaying dramatic outbursts or chaotic behavior. Instead, Usyk remains calm, using subtle mind games to manipulate the atmosphere while staying completely composed. Wardley believes this level of mental control is what makes Usyk so dangerous in the ring. He doesn't let emotions dictate his actions, maintaining focus and staying in control of every situation. The truth is, Usyk thrives under pressure, which only makes him a more formidable opponent. While others may crumble in high-stakes moments, Usyk remains unshaken, calculating each move with precision. Wardley emphasizes that in this fight, Usyk's ability to stay relaxed under fire could prove to be the key to his continued dominance in the heavyweight division.
So, we'll fight the winner between Usyk and Dubois.
Who do you think wins that fight?
Usyk win that fight for sure. But anything can happen. This is boxing.
Afi Ajagba is stepping into the heavyweight spotlight with a laser-focused mission, targeting the winner of his upcoming clash with Daniel Dubois. This fight isn't just another step in his career, it's Ajagba's chance to cement his legacy in the boxing world. His mentality is clear, he's not just here to compete, he's here to dominate. The Nigerian powerhouse carries himself with unshakable confidence, and it's not just empty words, his intense preparation and fierce determination to prove himself speak for themselves. Ajagba is ready to establish himself as the next big name in the heavyweight division, and he's convinced that nothing will stand in his way. As the hype builds for this high-stakes showdown, the big question remains, who will come out on top? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe for all the latest updates on this explosive clash.